New camera! Oh my god, I'm so excited. I've been waiting. I actually got this camera last week and but I didn't have a memory card in it, so I've basically been waiting all week for this memory card to arrive. Now it's here and I can record with it and I can make videos that are a bit better quality than my web camera, because let's face it, my web camera is kind of crap. Let's not beat around the bush here about that. But I was wondering what my first topic with the new camera should be, and I was considering talking about the e-online couples competition that goes on every year, about the vicious monsters it makes out of fandoms, but I feel like I'm going to wait until the results of the competition comes out before I do that, and then I can have a discussion about how competition in fandoms turns people into like rabid animals. Like, it really is ridiculous. So what is this video going to be about then? And just recently, I think it was like last week or at the start of the week, something actually happened in Harry Potter fandom. Now, I'm not going to get into what my thoughts on Johnny Depp being in Fantastic Beasts is, because I feel like it's old news anyway, and I feel like I'm going to upset a lot of people with my opinion on that. So I'm not going to touch that. Maybe I will touch it if he's asked me to, but for the minute I'm not going to. What I want to talk about for this video is Dumbledore's sexuality and how it is not going to be included in the next Fantastic Beasts movie. Now, if you guys know me, you know that I'm not the sort of person who wants sexuality represented in a very la-di-da, look at me, I am gay way. I said in the books when I was reading Harry Potter, I could never see a situation where Dumbledore could bring up that he was gay, and I don't think that it was that bad on J.K. Rowling's part to bring it up once the books were published. And I said that I felt like I got a bit of gay vibes in the final book when they were describing Dumbledore and Grindelwald's relationship anyway. So I didn't have a problem with that. But when I heard that young Dumbledore was going to be in the sequel to Fantastic Beasts, I think it's called The Crimes of Grindelwald, I was like, oh great, well here's a situation where it can actually be used and J.K. Rowling J.K. Rowling's claim that Dumbledore is gay, or not even claim, her saying that he's gay, can actually come into play. Because not only is this story going to have young Dumbledore in it, it's also going to have Grindelwald in it. And Grindelwald and Dumbledore had a short but real relationship with each other. And this is the ultimate problem I have with them deciding that they are not going to show Dumbledore's sexuality in the second movie. They say Dumbledore is not going to be explicitly gay. I spent most of the time when I found out that young Dumbledore and Grindelwald were going to be in the same movie, I spent a lot of time thinking, oh well, you know, it's not going to be all about the relationship, I wouldn't want that. But when you're fighting an ex-lover who's turned evil, an ex-lover who you adored for a while, for a very long time, you adored each other's ideas and stuff, it's not just going to go unmentioned if you are fighting each other, you know what I mean? And I thought that was going to be a perfect way for them to finally put in that bit that everyone was upset was not in the books. But it has come out that it's not going to happen. It's not in the movie. And as I say, I don't like people writing gay characters being, look at me, I'm gay. And I don't want Dumbledore doing that either. But it doesn't add up to me that Grindelwald is going to be in this and none of that is going to come up. None of the fact that they had a relationship, none of the fact that there was a time when they did adore each other. None of that's going to come up when they're fighting each other. None of that at all. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't, I don't know. I just don't think it you just know what I'm saying here, I know yous are. And when it was brought to J.K. Rowling's attention that this was not going to be happening in the movie, instead of sort of being constructive, listening to people's concern, listening to why people are upset, she basically wrote a tweet saying, I'm not going to listen to your criticism, and if you complain I'm going to block you. She literally used a GIF that said block on it, and for the author of one of, if not the most popular book series of all time, for her to tweet something like that, for a woman of her age, it seems very immature. I thought J.K. Rowling would be open to criticism. I thought that she would be open to people talking to her about what their problems with her writing or her problems with her decisions in her writing. I thought that she would be open to debate. I thought she was a clever woman, and she is. J.K. Rowling is a very intelligent woman. She has to be to have created this world. And yet, her reaction to people being upset about Dumbledore's sexuality not being explicitly used in the movie was, it's a fictional world. If you're getting upset about it, that's not my problem, and if you complain to me, I'm going to block you. These people are her fans. She seems to have gotten the attitude that these people are trolls or something, because I can only see her thinking they're trolls and wanting to block them, because why would you block your fans for voicing their concerns? It doesn't make sense to me. These past couple of years, and by a couple of years I mean maybe since the start of 2016, J.K. Rowling has started to behave worse than Stephenie Meyer. People used to get upset that Stephenie Meyer's brother went through her fan mail and took out the stuff that was negative. J.K. Rowling, while she hasn't got people going through her fan mail, she is starting to reject criticism. She's starting to blot out anyone who tells her she's wrong. When she tweeted about PewDiePie being a fascist, when people said, no, you don't understand, it was out of context, she didn't listen to them. She just kept tweeting and tweeting about how everyone who was tweeting to her about it being a misunderstanding were wrong. And she wasn't really giving a constructive argument. And now this has happened where she says, it's a fictional universe, it's not my fault Dumbledore's gay, don't talk to me about it or I'll block you. What is that? Like, what is that? One of the things I've been trying to do in my channel is talk more about being open and talk more about being open to other people's opinions and debating and just, you know, being willing to listen to each other. And yet, J.K. Rowling, one of the most influential authors of modern day, is doing the complete opposite of that. And it's to her fans, you know? Her fans who are upset. I mean, I would be on her side if people were expecting Dumbledore to be going around throwing daisies or whatever it is, saying I'm gay and la-di-da, you know, the stuff that you see on TV now. But it's not what people are upset about. Even I don't think it makes sense that it's not going to be in the movie. It just doesn't add up. Like, acting like there was never anything at all between Dumbledore and Grindelwald, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me at all. It literally feels like the writers just couldn't be bothered putting it in, or they didn't want to put it in. And in this day and age, that doesn't make sense. And I really don't want to believe that that's what they did. And they can't say they forgot. Well, they could say they forgot. I don't know. It would be dumb if they forgot. They could claim that they forgot. But considering the controversy that kicked up when J.K. Rowling announced that Dumbledore was gay after the books were published, I don't think that they forgot. But I can't think of a reasonable explanation of why it's not going to be in there. It's like the puzzle pieces don't fit. And I just don't understand what's going on, to be honest, in regards to that. But I don't like it. I think it'll create plot holes for sure. And I was actually looking forward to finally seeing Dumbledore's sexuality being represented. Believe it or not, I do like seeing gay people being represented in media. I like seeing it done properly. I just don't like seeing it done wrong. And it's not going to be in it. And it's just like, oh, okay. And J.K. Rowling did point out that there are going to be loads more movies, but is there going to be loads more movies about with Dumbledore and Grindelwald fighting each other in it? Is this what the arc is? Is Grindelwald the new Voldemort? I mean, maybe if that's the case, and it's revealed later Dumbledore had a relationship with him and it causes controversy, maybe then I could understand. But right now, it's just not adding up for me, and I don't like how J.K. Rowling reacted to it, and I feel like she needs to be a bit more open to criticism and not threaten to block her fans when they're upset. Might help a bit. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that, and please let me know what you think of the new camera, because I'm so excited about it. And let me know what you think about the Dumbledore situation. What's your opinion on it? Do you think it's bad, good, do you not really care? It's all up to you guys what your opinion is, but let me know what you think down below. Like, comment and subscribe, follow social medias and blah. Don't do it if you don't want to. I don't want you there if you don't want to be there. And I'll see you in 2 weeks time, guys. Maybe sooner, because I'm so excited about this camera. I might start making videos more often again, but we'll see. We'll see. So I'll see you next time, guys, and remember, be open to debate. Don't just threaten to block someone just because they don't agree with you or you don't want to talk about it, okay? Yeah? Debate is beautiful. Freedom of speech is beautiful. Embrace it. Embrace your freedom of speech and ability to debate. Just do it.